Hey, this is James Glass, and I'm here working on our tiny home tonight. And I sort of had a wonderful thought about just our life here, our future life living in this house, and how it's going to be a wonderful home. So it sort of started. I was getting ready to wire up this bathroom fan. It's a Panasonic bathroom fan. I am not sponsored by Panasonic. I am not sponsored by anybody. But as I was up here on the ladder, I was looking around up here, and I had this wonderful emotional connection to all the stuff that happens to be above the bathroom ceiling. Um, the whole house is essentially represented right above this bathroom ceiling. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And let me show you what it all means to me. So, I was up here, and I'm getting ready to wire up the night light to the fan light, and the fan itself. And I just happened to be looking around at the vent pipe and all the wiring and the insulation and the trusses I built and the ridge vent and all that. And I suddenly saw my family, my mate and my offspring, living here and using these things and never knowing what was going on above the drywall ceiling, never knowing what was sort of behind the walls. And I thought I would shoot this video just to kind of show the world what was in my mind and in my heart. And maybe one day my family will see this video. I'm here alone tonight, no one's here, and they will know how I felt about building them this home. So let's start with this big old white pipe. So this big 3-inch piece of PVC is a vent pipe, and it comes down and goes, this little vent goes over to the shower and the toilet, and then this little doodad hooks that way, and then it goes and hooks that way, and it goes down, and it connects to the drain for the washer and the drain for the bathroom sink. And every single time someone washes their hands, takes a shower, takes a poop, does a load of clothes, air will enter this pipe and flow behind the water. And they'll never know that it's happening. It'll be quiet and uneventful. They'll just be people living their lives, cleaning their bodies, doing all the biological functions of living, just the normal stuff that goes on in life, cleaning their clothes, washing their hands. And the water will come in, the water will go out, air will come in from the outside, go down this pipe, and no one will be the wiser. I look over at all that insulation. That's not even all of it. It's over in that corner. It happens to be about R30, and right now it's R38 here, but it's gonna be blown in above it, and so it'll be close to R55 or R60, and that's just a tremendous amount of insulation. And I took the time to caulk all the drywall before mudding it, and I taped all the craft face, and I put these 1x2s here so that the wiring would all be above the batt insulation, so it's not encumbered by that, and then the blown in will just go around the wires, and so it'll be this super tight, super warm thing, and the walls are R34, and it's just going to be super cozy. And with the double subfloor and the insulation underneath, this is just going to be a well insulated, super comfortable home. And everyone will be warm, and no one's necessarily going to be thinking about that pink stuff or the blown in stuff or the double subfloor. Those thoughts will not be on anybody's mind. In the summer, when it's incredibly hot, they can come in and it'll be cool. And in the winter, when it's incredibly cold, they can come in and be warm. And that's just the most beautiful thing ever, because that is one of the key elements of a home, just comfort and safety. No rain getting on you and warmth when you're cold. And then I look at all the wiring. This orange wire is going to dry our clothes. And these 3 black wires, there's 3 8-2 wires here, that goes down to the on-demand water heater. That's going to give us hot water. And these orange wires there's 3 appliance circuits in the kitchen. So every time somebody runs a blender or runs the toaster or anything like that, makes a smoothie or cooks an English muffin and puts some marmalade on it, little valence electrons will be scuttling down these wires, making that happen. And that's just the most beautiful thing. no one will know these wires are here. No one will see the copper. No one will understand the energy flowing down the lines. They'll just have that smoothie or have that toasted English muffin, and it's just wonderful. This big black wire is the oven, and when we bake bread or cook pasta, we will never know that this guy is doing his job. And so over there, this big gray cable, that cable is an SCR cable and has 4 wires in it, and each one of those is going to carry current down to the sub panel where there's going to be a 30 amp breaker for the 21 SEER heat pumps, and that's part of what makes us comfortable. Over there, there's lighting, and indoor and outdoor, and yeah, it's just all wonderful. And I cut a ridge vent in, and that's going to vent out heat in the summer, and if in the amazing event any amount of moisture heat gets past my drywall and all my insulation, the intake vents and the exhaust vents will take that out through the roof. And I look at my structure. So, originally this tiny home's based on a single wide trailer, and it came with these 1.5 by 1 3/4 toothpick trusses, and they, around here we do get those 3-foot wet snows and trailer roofs collapse. And so I left these here so I wouldn't have to get an engineer to sign off on my trusses, because I'm not an engineer. But I left these here, which satisfied the building inspector, because a PE did sign off on these. And I built these beefy, heavy 2x4 trusses that'll protect my family from heavy snow loads. And then look over there, that's one of the 5 smoke detectors. So if we have a fire, there's an emergency, they're all interconnected, and if one goes off, they'll all go off. And that's just all very lovely. And I foamed around the band there, and that's acoustic and thermal and just everything, just all the wonder that's up here. Yeah, so our life is up here, and no one will ever really see it. It's just a beautiful thing, and I'm going to drywall it, insulate this little section, and I'll finish wiring the fan, and no one will ever know all the stuff that's going on up here. They'll just be able to live their lives down inside the house and be comfortable and have their needs met. Have water come out of a sink, hot and cold, and wash their clothes and make food and be comfortable and just be safe, because we'll have a home. Well, anyway, that's what's above my bathroom ceiling. And that's what I noticed while I was wiring up my bathroom fan. Thanks for watching.